All right, hello there, YouTube. This is Mr. Pokemon 907, and welcome to This Is Now. Let's see. So there's four more. This is now effectively episode 21 of my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe / Mario Kart 8.5 100cc playthrough. We're currently we're like speeding our way through the Booster Course DLC. All excited. All right, I am, because it's only me playing these. All right, so I'm gonna go on ahead. I'm saying V, but it's really I. All right, so Grand Prix 100cc. In the previous episode, I used this Donkey Kong, the gold standard, and yeah, all that. So I'm gonna go ahead now, use someone else. Keep things a bit fresh every episode. Did I use Paratrooper as much? Did I? I'm gonna go so random right now. It's not funny. Too bad there isn't a freaking like. Too bad there isn't a random button for these. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see, find a good card for this guy. A good vehicle, we should say. And I'm not seeing any. This is nice. All right, the blue standard sponge. Yeah, the sponge tires. And everything else is slow. That's interesting. And the super glider, no, that's a very interesting selection from me. So the previous episode, I went on ahead and completed with 4 of this booster course DLC section of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe / Mario Kart 8.5 with this boomerang cut. And now I'm going to begin this with 5 with the feather cup. So let's go. It should be fun. This track, I do have to say, this is one of the most unique Mario Kart, race tracks out of every Mario Kart track that exists so far. So this race should be interesting. 100cc. Alright, let's go. Got a good drift there. I think that's... Who's that in first? Get this drift here. So close. Send that back. Alright. Good. Good. So every coin counts. Counts. I said counts. I freaking tried the timing on these red shells. Then boom. Then the freaking go snatching our items, my freaking items over there. So let's go ahead and missed it, thought I missed it. Alright. So there's so much expanse here, like really and truly, like most like Mario Kart tracks, they've got like this unique sort of design to them. This does not follow those rules. It's just somewhere you're driving through, as though this is like this is a tourist attraction site on Earth. This is based in Athens, Greece. So it's like as original to the land as possible, I'd say. Quite interesting that this is a freaking track and it's designed like this. So you so easily end up bumping all around in this track. You gotta stay focused. You could end up off course, things like that. Oh dang, watch out for the boulders. I knew it. I knew it. I thought I could get through there, but that was impossible. Alright. Use it. I swear. Oh, so you took it the very second. No, no, no. These games are shit. These games are total shit. Sends a red shell, and this very second I try to use my super horn, you just snatch it away with a freaking ghost. That's ridiculous as hell, man. That is not cool. That is not cool. Really and truly, that's totally stupid. Okay, next race. So this next track it is Daisy Cruiser. Makes sense. Stop autofocusing, you fucking bitch. Right, lock. Good. Jeez, man. Jeez. Like, the camera was, like, autofocusing every second, so I get the perfect lighting, and then it focuses off. Perfect lighting, then focuses off. Dang stupid. Alright. Good. 1, 2, 3. Purple. I want one of these. Alright, I got 2 of them. Sweet. Alright, so I'm going here for once. I think I can make that. I should have been getting a boost from there, to be honest. Good. Purple. Send that back. Hold this one. Alright. Stunt here. Whoa, that was close. Kinda close. Quit snatching my items, boofies. Come on, man. That's like the second, third. This is the second lap. Sending that back. That would have been destroyed anyways, and it's better leaving it to potentially hit a driver instead of just leaving it to be destroyed. You know, that'd be a waste, right? Get my coin. Yeah. I'm taking risks in that back. There's a straight road. Okay, so in fact, no one is there anyway, so that I could have just held on to that. Got myself some distance, so I'm just gonna hold my defensive items from here on out. Makes no sense using them, because wow. Wow, this is crazy. It does feel like you're hit by everything in this game, because, you know, 100 is quick, but still not the quickest, so it does feel, you know, like you're being hit every second. Just when you get an item, it's taken away, or there's another lightning, or there's another blue shell, there's another spiny shell, things like that. Alright. Okay. So that is it for race number 2. Now moving on to race number 3 of this. What cup is this again? This Feather Cup, yeah. Feather Cup. Alright, Moonview Highway excitement. Excited. Excitement. It feels like yesterday or like a minute ago that I was playing this on Wii. And that is Mario Kart 6. This is Mario Kart 8. This is the 8th one I'm playing, 8.5. So at least my brain is working, though. That's a good sign. Feels like dying yesterday I was playing this trap, man. Although it wasn't exactly yesterday, but yeah. Alright, so as always, let's try and grab these coins. Stay far from the bob-omb cars. So I'm gonna take the, you know, the safer left side most of the way. You could easily end up like driving around a corner and ended up bumping right into a bob-on car. So taking the left road is always best for sure. Always best. Jeez. Come on, game. I've literally got like 3 coins now. Had one just now, one single coin. Ah, oop. That was close. Dang it, dang it, dang it. And I've said this in a previous, I think I said this in the Mario Kart episode, Mario Kart V episode actually. The bob-on cars, if you see one, do not risk driving, too close to it. You could easily end up being hit by, some random computer like racer could be tossing a green shell, and the green shell hits that bob-on car and it blows up, and you're too close to it. Yeah, so you still keep your distance from them as much as possibly can. I should have even drifted to the left of that truck just to know that's how bad it is. Yep, stay far from them and you'd be fine for sure. Alright, so I'm just gonna drop that there, use that. Alright, get both my items. Alright, hold this. Why? Right when I was ready to hold the dang banana peel. This game is harsh, man. This game is harsh. Alright, so avoiding that shit. And there we go. Why? At the very moment I was because what I do is I boot up my Mario Kart World before I start this. Like just before I start recording, I do boot up Mario Kart World first, because I think I find it a bit easier to like start my camera out, get it all positioned well and stuff with my screen. It's much more easy for me to do that with Mario Kart World than this, right? And Mario Kart World just got another update. It's no more 1.4.0. It's 1.4.1. I'm not even sure what they did. So, as of recording this, but I honestly think the game is a very small patch, because the 1.4.0 was a much bigger patch. That took a while, but 1.4.1 is quite small, and with the nature of how things are going, that's why I'm taking my time here to say this in my episode. I think they are slowly readying Mario Kart World for the freaking DLC. I think that's a patch update. Because DLC files, what happens is, data is inside a game, and there's a little code that tells the game what data to look for, right? It depends. Like, if I go right now and, go read upon what they did, and I'd make a video about that as well, if that is what is happening. I'm actually going to skip the other games. Like when I do 150, I'm going to finish Mario Kart World 100, and then right after that, instead of jumping to the Game Boy Advance and starting 150, then I do 150cc engine class. Then I'm going to do 100 and 150 for Mario Kart World, if I'm quite sure that the DLC is possibly on the go right now. Game is getting ready for that, then I'm just gonna go ahead and finish World right off the bat. I've got my reason for that. Alright, so yeah, this DLC, this potential Mario Kart World DLC is going to be crazy. I don't think any Nintendo fan has seen anything quite like this before. Because in Super Smash, it's just a character and maybe a few stages, stuff like everything else that had DLC. I don't think is going to be as intensive, and people are not ready. I tell you that they are not ready for this, because there is something called a culture shock. Like most Nintendo fans, I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and this is not me talking Nintendo down. They just were really smart over the years, and saving all that money. Nintendo is actually ahead right now in when it comes to like technology efficacy and like what is worth the buy and stuff like that. You've got a handheld that could push certain graphics, whatever. But with what is going on right now, there are a lot of Nintendo fans who they're accustomed for years having the slightly weaker console or very much weaker console, and a lot of Nintendo fans, what I'm trying to get at right now, are not aware, they're not accustomed to having a system that is as powerful as the Nintendo Switch 2. So when that content releases from Mario Kart World, I think people are gonna be freaking shocked. 8 Deluxe, think about it, right? Nintendo Switch 1 is very times weaker compared to Nintendo Switch 2, and this game has 24 cups in it, a total of 96. That is a total of 96 racetracks in one game, all in decent graphical quality. And imagine, you could have hundreds of tracks in Mario Kart World. Just think about it. Why would they create a game that has so much potential, memory, RAM, everything else, and have less tracks compared to, it's going to have more. It usually does happen sometimes that a new next generation has less because of the memory restraints and stuff, graphics and stuff like that. But no. Nintendo, I looked at the coding, I looked at the way that the game is made and developed, and Nintendo's been readying themselves. The way that Mario Kart World has been developed and designed is going to have a lot more content than people are expecting, I can assure you that. Yeah. Alright. Always ended up at the same sync. So that's the final track for this Feather Cup. Now moving on to the next after this. In the next episode, so just the result screen here. Let's see what I get. Most likely then a 3-star, because I do drive my best. Ho, right in the face. I think that's my favorite Koopaling, to be honest. The one that just struck us with that green shell, mind you. Alright, so Athens Dash was my best in this cup. Really, no? Okay. Alright. I'll take it. Like, Mario Kart World had in 1.4.0. Yeah. Mario Kart World in 1.4.0 had, like, a freaking ocean of fixes. Little things that games usually take a while to fix, just like that out of the blue. This fits, the next, the third. I think it was literally more than 30-something fixes, new courses added on. Like, they revised the game. Imagine someone writes a book, right? Creates a book, and some other team just sits down next to him all of a sudden, and it helps them revise everything. And that book is like totally different, totally indifferent to the original. And you see revised version 2.0 or something on the book. It happens, I think I know that's exactly what they did with 1.4.0. So all of a sudden releasing a 1.4.1, and we're creeping so close onto, we're creeping seriously close. When I say seriously close, I mean seriously close to Christmas time. Christmas Day. That is very interesting. Alright, so the very next episode, I just finished this this Feather Cup. The very next episode, then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to this Cherry Cup, right? And that's gonna finish it then for this wave 5, and then I begin the wave 6. I'm gonna have all 4 of these uploaded right one behind the other. So next episode is Cherry Cup. Get ready for that. So you can click on that like button, leave a like, comment if you wanna, and that button that says subscribe, if it still does. YouTube really needs to change that to follow. If it says follow, oh, nice and done, YouTube. If so, if not, then it is really only a follow button. There's no paid service here. There are too many online services that use the word subscribe to refer to paid services. This is not a paid service. You're just following, and you would be notified whenever on whatever device you're subscribed with and whatever device you're using. You would be notified of my uploads, my posts and stuff like that on this channel, this YouTube channel. So yeah, very next episode, the Cherry Cup. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, whenever and wherever you are. Until next episode.